How do companies appear out of nowhere? How do they take over the entire world? This incredible growth isn't simply a matter of luck, it's the result of a deliberate and extremely high-risk strategy known as blitzscaling. A company decides to throw caution to the wind, making a deliberate and powerful choice to step boldly into the great uncertainty that lies ahead. This is a strategy built entirely around achieving blazing fast speeds, so naturally any thoughts about overall efficiency have to be left behind. This isn't a marathon, it's a total sprint and all-out race, where the winner is the first to capture this massive and highly valuable new market. In this game, you must be moving long before anyone else has even thought to tie their shoes. The first to act wins because speed is everything. This summary explores the essential principles of blitzscaling, the groundbreaking business strategy book by Reid Hoffman and Chris Ye. We're taking a closer look at this truly aggressive business strategy to explore how some companies make the massive leaps that can redefine an industry. Taking the leap before they are fully prepared is a calculated risk they will always accept in their unending quest for total global domination. Idea 1. Blitzscaling, speed over efficiency. Blitzscaling is about prioritizing raw speed over efficiency for extremely fast growth even within a highly uncertain environment. The game is massive growth like flooring the gas pedal. It's a race to serve a huge market before your competition can even begin to react. This aggressive scaling is a sprint, not a marathon. You are in a race against everyone to be the first to serve the entire globe. The reason for this intense rush is straightforward. The first business to grow big and fast enough can completely dominate the entire market. This creates a powerful first-mover advantage. Once a company grows big enough, it becomes incredibly difficult for anyone else to catch up. This is a strategy defined by uncertainty, committing you to a path and its costs without perfect information or a clear picture of the end result. This is a high-risk, high-reward approach where the goal is to grow so fast you become the default choice and the standard in your market. You ultimately create a lead so insurmountable that competitors are simply left to fight for the scraps in a market that you have already truly won. Idea 2. The 5 stages of blitzscaling. It describes the developmental phases a company goes through during its rapid growth. Each growth stage is defined by its employee count. This single metric dictates a company's most pressing challenges and its main priorities. The first stage is the family with under 10 people, and their only real focus is on pure survival and building a truly game-changing product. In the family stage, communication is fluid as everyone wears multiple hats, making this generalist approach incredibly fast, but sometimes chaotic. The tribe stage begins as your company grows to 99 employees, and the founder's role shifts from doing the work to managing the growing team. Since the founder can't manage everyone directly anymore, it's time to hire specialist managers to effectively lead the constantly expanding teams. At the village stage, with hundreds of staff, direct communication breaks down, and the company now needs formal processes to work effectively. With thousands of workers on the city stage, the company must build robust systems and processes to maintain its efficiency and unique culture. Finally, at the nation stage, the company is a global institution with tens of thousands of employees navigating immense complexity. Successfully navigating these stages requires constant evolution. Leaders must change their strategy and mindset before growth forces them to. Idea 3. The 4 engines of blitzscaling. Blitzscaling is about supercharging growth to achieve massive scale at a lightning pace. It requires a specific set of conditions to truly succeed. First, the potential market a company is targeting must be absolutely enormous. A small pond simply cannot grow a whale. You need a vast ocean. The next crucial factor is distribution, which is the method of getting your product or service to your customers. It's the superhighway for growth. High gross margins are vital because they ensure that for every single sale, a company makes a large portion of that revenue becomes pure profit. This profit is the fuel for more growth. For software companies, once the product is built, each new customer adds profit with very low extra cost. And powerful network effects can make a company unstoppable because its service becomes more valuable to everyone as more people use it. Think of social media. The experience is exponentially better when all your friends, family, and colleagues are on the same platform. When these 4 factors align, a company has the fuel to ignite its engines for a journey of world-changing growth at hyperspeed. Idea 4. Throw out the traditional business playbook. Blitzscaling demands you ignore conventional wisdom. One of its most radical rules is to not just accept chaos, but to actively embrace its power. Another counterintuitive rule is to act on good enough information. Waiting for perfect data means you're already too late to seize the moment. You'll also need to spend money in ways that seem illogical, as this is not waste, but a necessary strategic investment for true speed and scale. Blitzscaling prioritizes strategic goals over efficiency, because a messy, fast-moving ship will always outrun a perfect slow one. Finally, you must learn to let some fires burn. It's a painful but necessary triage to focus only on what truly threatens your business's survival. This means allowing less urgent issues to smolder. You must maintain momentum on the critical path to capturing the market, even if it feels wrong. By breaking these traditional rules, you aren't being reckless. You are making the calculated decision providing direct customer support. As the company gains traction and enters the tribe stage, its needs naturally evolve. The team expands significantly, but the core culture is always preserved. While generalists remain essential, this is when specialists start to enter the picture, and the very first dedicated experts are finally brought on board. Next is the village stage, where your team expands considerably, and you begin to see the first formal departments and structures start to emerge. This is when the hiring focus shifts significantly towards specialists, because their deep expertise is what's truly needed to scale all key functions. When your company gets as big as a city, the rules completely change, and you're no longer managing people. You're now managing entire divisions. Now you need executives with the proven experience and leadership required to successfully manage large-scale operations and guide the company forward. Idea 7. Financing strategies for rapid growth. Achieving speed costs serious money. The goal is to spend it fast to capture market share and get far ahead before your competitors can ever react. Choosing the right investors is vital, so you need partners who understand the blitzscaling mindset and are totally prepared for a wild ride. Deciding your funding amount is a critical balancing act, with very high stakes making it one of the hardest and most important calls you will ever make. Raising too much capital makes you complacent and wasteful, as easy money often leads to poor decisions and a lack of essential financial discipline. Raising too little capital means you'll run out of fuel and might crash and burn right before achieving your most important and critical objectives. The key is funding aggressive growth without losing financial discipline, and it all comes down to making every dollar count with smart, focused spending. Idea 8. Operational hurdles of blitzscaling. When a company blitzscales its operations and infrastructure are suddenly pushed past their limits, creating massive and entirely new sets of hurdles. The breakneck pace of growth quickly outstrips existing processes and systems. What was once orderly descends into unmanageable and costly chaos. During this hypergrowth, demands on customer support can skyrocket without warning. The team becomes buried under an avalanche of tickets and calls. A surge in demand without scalable solutions becomes a customer service nightmare that ultimately damages the brand's reputation. Supply chain management is another critical area facing severe challenges as the growing number of products begins to strain the entire system. Managing inventory levels and delivery logistics becomes an incredibly complex puzzle. The potential for costly errors and delays grows exponentially. The company's technological infrastructure is a major concern, as the platform must handle a massive increase in user traffic. Without a solid plan for scalability, the very systems meant to support growth can buckle under the pressure. This can lead to a catastrophic failure. Idea 9. To maintain a lead in a market, especially after blitzscaling. After rapid growth, you must defend your position. Competitors will relentlessly try to close the gap you've created and steal your market share. The first line of defense is relentless innovation. Constantly improve your products to make it much harder for your rivals to ever catch up. When your company is always a few steps ahead, competitors are left trying to copy something that is already on its way to becoming outdated. Another powerful defense is leveraging network effects. This is when a product becomes much more valuable as more and more people begin to use it. A strong network creates a deep moat. New customers are drawn in by the large user base, and existing users find it very difficult to ever leave. A third defensive strategy involves creating exclusive partnerships. You can secure key contracts with critical suppliers or important distributors. This strategic move can block competitors from key resources. It effectively cuts off their supply lines or their path directly to the market. By combining these strategies, you build a multi-layered defense. Your lead becomes incredibly difficult for any of your rivals to ever breach. Idea 10. The end of blitzscaling. Blitzscaling is a relentless sprint where companies burn through cash at a furious pace to achieve immense scale and secure total market dominance. Your primary goal isn't profit, it's pure speed. You must outrun every competitor to become the definitive market leader before they can even react. This intense growth phase has a natural end as pushing to blitzscale beyond that point becomes both counterproductive and incredibly wasteful. The transition to sustainable growth has begun shifting our focus away from pure speed toward operational efficiency and long-term stability. Companies must now scrutinize their spending. The goal is to optimize resources and build a business that doesn't need to burn cash to grow. Growth is still the goal, but it's a different kind. It's about strengthening the foundation and ensuring the company can thrive indefinitely. With profitability now taking center stage, the company's future depends on its ability to generate significantly more value than it consumes. This shift requires a change in leadership mindset. The leader must evolve from a wartime general to a peacetime governor focused on prosperity.